Hey guys, Heidemann here. Time for another episode of Dragon Quest VIII. And I'm actually very tempted to see what this one sounds like. Because I got the new mic stand set up and I have a nice foamy thing over the mic and this other little wind/breath resistant thing over it. I think it's going to do some good, not maybe pick up as much ambient noise and whatnot. So I'm hoping it'll be good. So what I'm going to start off by doing is, okay, we now have him on the team. Alright, he already wears that, so he has his ring. Okay, so he took his ring back. She no longer has it. So either the tail for agility, which would be good for her, for wisdom. I think I'll go with the wisdom. Dang it. Yeah, it's pretty big. So these are all places I've been, correct? So there's the Abbey. Yeah, that must be not Port T, but the other thing. Yeah, the other thing before I get there. Where I am, and those are places I've been to. Blue must be town and red is dungeon. So that has to be the main town. And that's the waterfall and over there. Be able to do that by doing this, right? Except okay. So I am going to go to Simpleton and see what's going on there quick. I don't think there's a whole lot I can actually do in Simpleton, but alright, our first fight with Angelo. Now, Angelo, I'm going to go with bows, so once I can get a bow. I'm going to look up C. Okay, so I guess once I can get a bow, I'm going to put it on him. Just like once I can get a staff, I'm going to put it on her. So I think the next town after Simpleton is going to be the way to go here, right? Alright, let's see what they have to say. There are still plenty of places we haven't explored on this continent. Omegas must be here somewhere. You know, it's not just Alistair's death that needs to be avenged. It's everyone Omega's murdered. We've got to stop him for all of their sakes. Well, so Angelos joined the ranks of my retainers now, too. Hey, I'm just coming along for the ride for a while. I'm not in the habit of pledging my services to monsters. What impudence! You're even more uncouth than that oath Genghis. Being in your sorry company makes me look all the more dignified. Now wait a minute, Grandad. It was about time I left the Abbey. Abbey. Really. Far too many rules and regulations and not enough fun for my liking. I wouldn't mind getting to know the delightful Jessica more intimately too, and of course there's that business of avenging the abbot's death. You leave Jessica alone, unless she says your advances are welcome. You know, I'm not good at his voice. Apart from the Abbey, there's also a big town and a castle on this continent. Bought a fair all the way away, mind. We should get some shut-eye at the inn before we get going. Thank you, Yangus, for being helpful. The only problem is, do I go straight there or do I take the back road out of town? I don't know which way I'm supposed to go. But he is correct. Let's get some shut-eye. Maybe they'll tell me what to do. Welcome to our inn, really travelers. You must be exhausted at this late hour. That'll be 32 gold coins. I hope that's acceptable. Wait, is 32 divisible by 4? I think it's 8, yeah. So it's like 8 just for me, but apparently it's like 8 per person. And that's not counting Trode and the carriage, I guess. Does count Trode in the carriage. It could be divisible by 6. 6. That didn't mean good. Which way am I supposed to go? Well, that's not how. The back way out there. I assume I'm supposed to go this way. I'll get out and I'll look at the world map, see if I can distinguish anything. Okay, oh yeah, so the back way out leads to the same way. So that's fine. Before at this point, the back way out would make more sense. It'd be way less traveling around, so. I'll just go off the back way and take that road. I didn't know they went to the same area. See, that's what the world map is for. Make sure you're not making a terrible mistake. The last thing you want to do is make a terrible mistake. I think I want to get rid of the things that are going to call for help first. The thing that's going to do the most damage. Here we go. Yeah, this is where they meet up. So had I gone in front of the town, I would have had to come all the way around that way. Doo-dah. I was freezing earlier and I had to check it out. I turned out my furnace down here. Pilot light went out, so I had to light it. It feels so much better than that. I always go that because it takes the less damage. So that's a thing. Okay. You attack all, you attack him. She attacks them, and Angelo attacks him. Plus 10 attack power when equipped with Clover Hammer. So I need 6, and I have 6. But Humanity is at 26. And I also need 6 for that to get to Consider It, where he gets a spell called Share Magic. I think I want to go clubs. The ability to share magic with an ally is pretty good, though. Problem is he doesn't get a whole lot of magic, but he also doesn't use a whole lot of magic, so. And I'm not currently doing a boss where I have to do terrible damage, so let's go ahead and do this. That means I can know right now that the next 6 I get to go towards clubs. Like a weird, creepy ninja. To Ascantha, I don't remember how they pronounce it. I want to go Ascantha. Pen Pipers. They're different colored than the ones I've met before. Yeah, we'll do the same thing. For the one that's red, that's scary. Yeah, that works. So I'm making some pretty good progress in this game. This is like my first day, but still one of my first sittings of doing it. Like I started yesterday with all these recordings. most of them I've done today. I did a bit of them last night till a certain time, then I went to bed and I slept till 9 this morning. Then I woke up and knocked out a couple. Then I had to go into town to get my weekly COVID test and annual flu shot and the stuff Napa to get car part. I mentioned all this before in a previous episode. Then I stopped by McDonald's for a burger because I'm never in town when McDonald's is serving lunch. And after that, I did a few episodes, and then I went on my walk/jog. Ooh, it's so brilliant. Although it is now 8 p.m. and I still am short about 3,500 steps, so 3,500 steps to get to my 10,000, which I could easily do in 4 hours.
My granddaughter Emma works as a maid at the castle. She's a lovely, hard-working girl. She's not been able to take any holiday for these past 2 years now. I do miss her visits. The way to the castle, just follow the path to the east and you'll come to it eventually.
I don't remember what the heck I was saying. I don't think it was anything to do about McDonald's. Oh yeah, the steps. Right. There's something about this area. I know that there's a pretty thing somewhere. This could just be a complete waste of time. Boy, this goes a lot farther than I thought it did. I don't think it actually gives me... No, that might get me down. I really don't know, dude. I could be remembering this completely wrong. think I'm remembering this completely wrong. Yep. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. You know, maybe it was, yeah, just the fact that I saw that. Maybe it's just, I remember seeing that and thinking there was something I should be able to do, and then there wasn't. Maybe that's what it was. Supposedly it happens to be a religious holiday. I do vaguely recall this person.
Oh, Angelo, you look like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Maybe you would help to get it off your chest. Not that I want to force you, mind. I don't know. Maybe things will never be right between us. He, Marcello, will never forgive me. If only we didn't share common blood, I'm sure we'd get along fine. Abbot Francisco was always well known around these parts for his benevolence. He'd often take in children who had nowhere else to go. And I was one of them. My parents were well off, part of the aristocracy, but then they both died. All of a sudden, I was left with no family and no money. The abbot was the only place I could go.
You're new here, aren't you? Are you here to join the brothers? Have you come all on your own? Oh, you must be exhausted. Where are your things? Is that all you've got?
My mommy and daddy died, so I don't have many things, and I don't have anywhere else to go.
You sound a lot like me, but there's no need to worry. Abbot Francisco and all of us will be your family from now on.
But
Let's go and find the abbot. Come on now, don't cry. Why don't you tell me your name?
Angelo.
You. So you're Angelo. Leave. I want you to leave. You leave and never come back. I don't ever want to see you again. So you're intent on ruining this life for me as well, are you? Marcello was the golden boy of the Abbey. He studied hard and had a bright future ahead of him. But when it came to me, his attitude wasn't so positive.
I'm so sorry, child. I'm sad to say I heard that little exchange. It's so unlike Marcello to act that way. I just don't understand. Ah, I see. I always knew he had a half-brother. That's you, isn't it? You're Angelo. Well, they say time heals all wounds. Let's hope your living here will make everything all right. Now come along with me. From today onwards, this will be your home. Why don't I introduce you to everyone?
Not long after that, I heard the full story for the first time. About how I had a half-brother who was born from an affair between my father and one of the maids. And that was Marcello. I hadn't been born. He'd have been next in line to my father. But when I was born, Marcello and his mother were thrown out of the house with nothing to their name. She died soon afterwards. He had no one, so he ended up at the Abbey, hating me and my father for all those years. Quite a bombshell, don't you think? I was so young and innocent then, too. The whole thing hurt more than you can imagine. Still, C'est us la vie. My father got off lightly. He did just what he wanted and then died and left me to take the consequences. I'm the only one left for Marcello to hate now. In a way, I can't say I blame him, and it was probably good that we lived together. At least it gave him someone to take it all out on. It certainly added a bit of spice to the humdrum life at the Abbey. Anyway. Angelos, I'm so... This story's gone on long enough. Look, it's nearly daybreak. Wait.
Like the doors of the kingdom close at dusk and you can't get in, and it's eternally dusk until you come here and spend the night. Is it a forced thing that I just never realized? You know what? With that, it has been 32 minutes. That being said, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.